Hey guys, it's Clifton Smith with Red Dreams Interactive, and I'm here showing off a little bit of what I have so far of the Kingdom Withheld. I know I've been talking about it for years and been working behind the scenes, and everybody's wondering, well, how does the game really look, or what exactly do you have done? So, I've decided to show off the little bit that I have so far. First off, the splash screen and the song is generic. It is default on RPG Maker. But that's not to say I don't have the music. Just hadn't had a chance to put it in yet. So there's that splash screen. I'm looking to make another game title screen. But for right now, this will suffice for working titles. So again, I just want to keep everyone in mind, or let everybody know and keep in mind that this is a work in progress and things are definitely subject to change with this early look at the Kingdom Withheld. So let's jump into it. Let's see what this game's all about. So first, you start in the Kingdom of Eka, which is a very big place, very powerful kingdom on the world stage. And of course, I start you off with 4 of the big time people, Vincent, Marshall, Sheila, and Kalia. All of them are very big in the story, of course, very good main characters. They are not who you start with, just for the sake of demo. They will be the first few that you're starting off with, and that's all I'm going to say, because even the demo has some twists and turns for you, so that's going to be really cool. So let's get into it. First off, when I create this game, of course, again, I wanted to make note that I wanted to make people of all different colors, diverse backgrounds, and, just put in more main characters that were people of color, especially black, because you don't see a lot of black main characters in RPGs, especially as main heroes. You do see people like, of course, Barrett, and the guy from FF8, and a few other that show up, but they're so few and far between that I was like, you know what, I would like to see more of that. So in my RPG, I created more of them, and I wanted to put them in special roles and main character roles. And of course, I'm not just, all black. There are people of all different races, creeds, and nationalities in this, as well as creatures, period, and folklore. So, yeah, you'll see a lot of variety there. First thing I did was, of course, create the character build. They all have certain skills. Like right now, Vincent, he's the hero class, and he has Heal and Spark, which is basically like lightning attack and healing attack. Marshall has dual attack and cleave, which are really nice. Cleave is kind of hit or miss because if it lands, it does devastating amounts of damage. But if it doesn't land, it's a hard miss. And then dual attack, of course, is just he attacks 2 times. The ladies also have some very vicious stuff. Sheila is the monk class, so she has such cool attacks as dual attack and superior fist for special. And Kalia is a priest. She's the only priest on the group right now. I am working to give her more spells. At the moment, I was like, all right, well, let's give her like heal and like shield. So, but she will get more. Vince's class, of course, he can use swords. Marshall uses axes. Sheila right now is a monk, so she uses hands to gloves. And Kalia, being a priest, is going to use probably wands and bow and arrows. Still kind of going through the process on that in terms of what I want them to use, what I would like them to use in terms of equipment and weapons, things like that. So doing a broad spectrum of research on that. And then, of course, as you can see, right now they have basic weapons. I still have to get in and make the items as well. So it will happen eventually. Just right now, I'm trying to focus on some other stuff. So anyway, that's them. That is their status. Typical things you see in RPG. It has a level up system, a class system, things of that nature. So, all right. So let's check out the world that is the Kingdom of Eka. As you can see, there are people walking around. One of the biggest challenges when you're in RPG Maker and you're trying to make an RPG is that they're generic stuff like for people, things like that. If you want to like your RPG to really stand out or include diversity, you will definitely have to make all those NPCs yourself. So if you see any NPCs walking around like this guy we just talked to, and he looks very different, that is a custom creation. So that is the one upside of RPG Maker, is that their character generator is very awesome. In fact, I want more from it. I wish they would make more. I hope when they make the new one, which is supposed to come out August 20th, that it will have more features to it in the character generator. But we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, I can transport this over into the new MZ RPG Maker, because I would love that. If not, that's fine. I'll just continue making it in this. This has a lot of tools I can use, but you know, just saying, new stuff is always great. New toys are always fun. But as you can see, one of the other challenges while creating this kind of RPG is making throwaway dialogue that you can learn about the game in general as a whole, especially its lore and its background. But it's not so important that if the character misses it, they'll miss out on something. So it was fun making throwaway dialogue, because you have to be, kind of that nice in-between spot. So, really fun. Let's see. Alright. So let's go inside some of these houses so you can see. First, actually, let me show you a shop. This is one of the first shops I created, which is a blacksmith shop. He will have his own music. It's based off one of my good friends who has a real stone bear forge, so check him out. He's really cool. You can buy, which I still have to create more of a store, but when you go to buy, it's really like, sword axe, blah, 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 blah. So nothing fancy schmancy. And you can get out of it. You can also just talk to him if you want, which, he tells you about him and his wife fall alongside the mortal beings, and blah, 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 And then you can just go talk to random people in the shop. Just typical standard RPG fare. Of course, they have their upstairs house or apartment on top of the shop, keeping it old school there. That is fire. I did make the fire in the fireplace, so that was fun. It's a neat little project. If you go across, it connects you to the enchantress shop, which is his wife. And everybody's just kind of talking about, blah, blah. I like being an enchantress, I love enchanting weapons. So, again, it's another one where I have to build up the shop, which I will just right now. Just put in the usual, what you would find at a magic shop or item shop. But I'm going to go in and specify the items, so that's just going to come later. Starts by the streets. So, it's cool. Also, occasionally in my game, you'll meet people that kind of look like this, where she has a very weird pigmentation. They're called the Decolored. They're really interesting people because they're basically mutants that have special skills that they're born with, but they're born with what in this particular society considers a hideous color or weird colors, and so they've been hating on for quite a while. And you hear more about their struggle, and you see more of their struggle and plight as you play the game. All right. That's one shop. Let's get out of there. Let's go to the inn. Now this inn is cool. This is called the Heroes and Villains Tavern. I had a lot of fun making this one as well. You see a lot of cool people here. I love the innkeeper / owner of it. I made her. She has an interesting role later on, and I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, it's really tight. I like her role. I like what I've created for her, and I think you will too. Definitely keep your eye on her because she's gonna be pretty big. And if you go up right here, another one of my great creations is Ko. What's so special about Ko? You'll have to find out later on. I can't say anything, but Ko has a big part in this whole thing as well. I really like him. As you can see, he's kind of just like, yo, just trying to enjoy my meal, go away. When he talks to his people, they're like, you know, don't disturb our master. So that's pretty tight. But this is a big place. Also have something cool going on. It's underground fight club down here. When I set this up correctly, this will be a place where the main character and some of the other characters can come together and fight. Really cool stuff. Made specialized animation where they jump up and down, or it's just it makes it. It's like trying to make it feel like a very hype arena, and I'll probably put more stuff there. But this is the prototype just to see if something like that could even work. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm gonna kind of put some other stuff in here as well. Let's just go check out the goods. Same thing with her. Gotta make specialized stuff. So another great guy, buy and sell, which I thought was really cool. I don't have anything to sell right now, so forget about that. But so there's that. It's an underground fight club that not a lot of people speak of, if you get my drift. This is the inn part of it. Really cool. It's very nice. Again, still trying to set up everything. You also find people like her. She's actually a Nekian. They actually cat people, male and female. They're really cool. They're best at sneak attacks, and they have their own big, huge ninja clan that is revered. A lot of fun. They're very good in close quarters combat and techniques. So, very awesome group of people. I mean, everybody is in this game, but it's very, very dope. These are really cool because RPG Maker has this really cool character design for what they call "quote unquote" evil, but I decided to flip it and use it for the I can't talk Darkashians, which are basically people who are cursed by a mark of darkness and they can only breathe certain air. So when they're out in the clean air like this, it's really hurting them, but they have something called miasma juice that kind of keeps them at bay and keeps them filled with darkness. There's more to that story, a lot of lore there. In fact, they're kind of at the heart of the game, but you'll get into that as you play the game. We also have trolls, which I love the trolls. Trolls are hated on upon a lot of people. They're not in the Kingdom of Eka. The Kingdom of Eka is more acceptable to everyone, and they're very inclusive. But when you go to a lot of towns and a lot of villages or a lot of big cities, sometimes they don't like trolls, and so you'll see them get treated a certain way. Very, very cool. Very awesome political statement between them and the rest of the world as well. Fairies just kind of came into the world, so they're just kind of like, oh my goodness, you humans are silly, we don't understand this. And then there's also another type of race, which I don't know if I have one in here. Actually, I do in the group. So Kalia is actually an avian. They're specialized people that have wings. They also just kind of came down to this particular existence, and they're from a hidden, like far away, like land, and nobody knows where they're coming from. They're just starting to come down from the sky, and like, oh, okay, let's check out, the ground and see how the groundlings live. And so it's been fairly cool for them. They definitely see how humans interact, and they're like, huh, you groundlings are funny, yada yada yada. It's pretty cool. So, that was the end. Let's go look at some other stuff. But here's some random, just normal people's house. Just go in. It's also very cool stuff when I put the demo out. Just pay attention to some things because you'll notice some differences in some places and you won't notice them in other places. So definitely pay attention to everything because it's kind of a clue to kind of come back and visit later. Maybe when the demo comes out, I'll kind of talk about that more. That's a little cryptic. But it's cryptic on purpose. I want to see if anyone picks it up um, when the actual demo comes out. Alright, so let's take you somewhere where I had a lot of work. Of course, this is more of the Eka land. There's a Nekian walking around. Another cool thing that I pride myself in doing when I developed the game is I made sure to sprinkle, as I said before, so much of the lore and story all around. Like, if you just keep talking to people, you'll find out about all kinds of crazy stuff that you're just like, what? Like, when did this happen, or when is this gonna happen? Very awesome. Let's go here. Now, the place we're about to go to, as the guard tells you, this is no, okay, not quite. This is still the farmland. We're like farming, doing all kinds of cool stuff. I thought this would be interesting to put in, just kind of show like a full community of people working together, things like that. Yada, yada, yada. This guy's special as well. Check him out later, Mr. Vinny. He's pretty awesome. He can get you some rare stuff. Just gotta do some cool things for him. Alright, so this is the place. Royal Meadows. Now, this is where the nobility lives. You know, things are very different here. They can tell you, like, laundry matters, blah, 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 the president nobles. So let's go see. So, let's see, the first house I'm going to visit is probably the biggest house around. It's the House of the Fierce, which is the house of, they believe in fire, they use fire techniques, just all kinds of cool stuff. They believe that Fernte, the god of fire, is a dragon god that does exist, and you can't go meet him. They aren't powerful enough to go on the Fierce plane to see him. So, only the supposed great grandmother and I think one other person has seen him. That's the legend so far. But again, I won't ruin that for you or go into more detail about that. You'll just have to play the demo and see more about that. As you can see, this was a cool spot for me as well. When I was designing the game, I wanted to make the training fields look very real. And so I got together, did different animations and special effects, just kind of keep people like, oh, okay, cool. This is happening. You're in the middle of like a training field. I wanted to give that off. So yeah, there's that. There's some kids. I was really excited when RPG Maker MV introduced kid generator parts. That was really nice. Very awesome. A very stylish way of using that. Even some of the kids that you talk to, their nobility, so they're talking about how they want to make their parents proud, or they're trying to focus on their new abilities, things like that. Here's more of that training ground. Yeah, just kind of give you something. You see a lot of work went into making sure animations work. It's cool stuff. Make sure it doesn't crash the game. Let's see. And you also just have like a regular eating area and things. I wanted to make the mansions and the nobility feel like very populated with people, kind of as a way to show that like it's a house that's, you know, booming, or a house where people come to study and things like that. You can also still get like some of the information of the world from people, here, as well as other houses. So. Yeah, again, more of that, more beds, more tables. Just check out, while walking around, all the different diverse people. And, yeah, just cool stuff. Alright, so let's go back down, all the way back down. And let's check out some other stuff. Which, by the way, they're just to show you how big they are. They are 2 absolute houses. It's 1 house altogether, but 2 physical houses full of people that are part of the Fierce clan. So they're pretty prosperous. Of course, there's more now because, of course, it's still in the beta phase. There are some things that are still blocked off, like this. So, in the demo there will be, and you see that's pretty much standard for every video game that's coming out that has some features that they have in the real game, but don't have it quite in the demo yet. This is the same thing. This is kind of them blocking you from going in yet because the area isn't finished. So. That's some of the cool parts of the Kingdom of Eka, or the main city / castle part. I still gotta do a lot of work on that, so that's all for now that I can really show you in terms of, without like ruining anything for you, and just basically leaving the fun of you exploring it yourself. So. All right. So now let's get down to it. Let's go all the way back to the beginning, and let's go outside, and let's see the world map. Okay. Also, I've got to say, got the 4 guards standing here, say to have fun, blah blah blah, usual stuff. Alright, so this is the world map. And I also did, not only did I do the music for the town, but I also did the music for the world map already. I do have a lot of music for this game, but I just have to convert it all into files and get it right for the game. I haven't done that yet because I've been so busy working on a lot of other things, so shame on me. But so there's a whole world out there. Oh, and we got attacked, so this is a great time to show off the battle system. So of course, it's your standard turn-based RPG situation. Vincent has the chance to attack if he wants to, or he can use magic. Special is the sword cloud. Right now, like your special or your technique points, it's set at random right now just because of testing reasons. But as soon as the game is a little bit better, I'll probably have a whole system for that in terms of how you get technique points. But right now, let's go with attack. Same thing with Marshall, except he has special. Which he can use dual attack with cleave. I'm gonna go with dual attack. Sheila also has this cool thing called Superior Fist, which is a rain of fists coming down on the enemies. And then the priest, I gotta work on her stuff, but or the priestess, sorry. Gotta work on her stuff and give her more spells and things. We're just gonna attack. There we go. Also, Victor Songs.mon is default RPG Maker. Same thing with the battle theme. What I do like is that it'll go straight into the world theme right after. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I'm definitely going to keep that on. But I'm definitely going to put my own music in as well. There's a few towns. You'll understand and know the name of them soon enough. For the demo, my plans are to only really have probably 3 towns available. And then just kind of block out the rest just so you don't feel it's so big. And I'll be able to get out there in a timely manner. But yeah. Let's go all basic and attack. As you can tell, battle system's pretty fluid, basic. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. It's an orc. Alright, so I'm gonna use Sword Cloud. Use Cleave and see if that doesn't hit. Use Dual Attack. And we'll tell her to shield herself. There you go. And yes, all those techniques were programmed. So yeah, those attacks were actually programmed by myself. It has a very nice attack programmer in the battle system to help you do whatever you want. Let's show off Spark. Let's show off a spell. Why not? Nice. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's kind of a sneak peek of what I have so far. I'm still working on the game day and night, trying to make it really great. I just hope you guys enjoy it. That is my biggest takeaway, biggest focus is I want you guys to enjoy the experience. I want you guys to see how I feel RPGs should be for people. I want you guys to feel the love that I feel whenever I play RPGs. And so that's why I am trying to do this and trying to put out this project. I want to make an RPG that has a diverse cast of people, but at the same time, it's still good. It's still one of the best RPGs coming from such greats like Final Fantasy and all those. I'm a student of that. I'm a student of the Final Fantasy era. I'm a student of Chrono Trigger, and so I really want everything to work out and everything to be great. So that's why I'm working so hard on it. So again, if you have any more questions about the project, or like to help, or like to donate, or like to tell your friends about it, please do. You can even go to reddreamsint.com. That's where you can go see the official website and see more about the project and what I've done with it. You can also catch me on Facebook under the Red Dreams Interactive Facebook page, as well as you can just check out my YouTube, Rockman3K3's page. And yeah, you'll see me post about the game from time to time, as well as just talk about like some of the things I want to get done, some of my other projects, things of that nature. So, alright, let's take out this field rat. Or yeah. Nice. Alright guys, well that is it. I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek. There are more to come. Thank you so much for being supportive and awesome. And guys, I will see you later. Again, if you'd like to donate, help, do anything like that, please visit the reddreamsinteractive.com website, which is reddreamsint.com. Thank you so much. I'll see you again. Bye.